Hey families, hey, I want to say good morning to you. It's a Saturday, December 12th. I want to give you a little bit of an update. A few things. Number one, masks. I want to thank all of our families that have been really diligent of coming in with masks. I know I've been working with myself and our staff over all these months, and I really feel like we're all getting a lot better. And the consistency is certainly there in the classroom, especially at that morning drop-off and pickup where there's lots of people coming in and out. If you're still struggling with wearing masks out in the public, I'm just going to ask our families again to really consider putting that mask on when you're coming in to drop off your kiddo and picking up your kid. I really appreciate those efforts. So this week we had a positive case in Grand Junction. It was an individual in our Grand Junction preschool classroom. And we've been catching parents last night, and we'll be reaching out over the weekend still. There are going to be some quarantines there. We've got a couple of staff that are going to be out, and about 20 kiddos in Junction. It is not affecting every child in our preschool classroom. Know when this happens that we work really hard to do the contact tracing and communicate. So most all have received a letter from Mesa County that affected. If your child is in our Grand Junction preschool classroom and you've not received any communication, it's likely because your child was not involved in that quarantine. They would have need to have been at and in the classroom Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, December 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. There are some children that were in the classroom at that time that we did not include into that mandatory quarantine. And I'd be happy to chat with you more about that, but they just did not fit the parameter of 6 feet for 15 minutes, if you understand what that is. And so, if you are in that scenario, then your kiddo's going to be out, needs to be quarantined for all next week through December 18th is Friday, for the most part. So again, we've talked to every individual. I'll continue to try to reach some families today. So anyway, I just want to make everybody aware of that. Thank you, families that I've spoken with. It's not a big shock and all now, because we're all have friends, family, or personally that have gone through quarantine or positive tests or what have you. So we're going to continue to get through this together. I appreciate everybody. Just want to give you that update. Again, thank you for being diligent with wearing masks. Wives, talk to your husbands about wearing masks in the center, please. We ask that you do that. Vice versa, husbands to your wives maybe. And we'll continue to work to be very diligent with that as well. I think that's it. That's our COVID update. We've been weaving and dodging and really being really diligent. Oh, if you're still with me, please follow this. If your kiddo is having any symptoms, please let us know. Please try to keep your kid home. If you have someone in your immediate family that tests positive, please let us know. We will work with you so that maybe out of extreme caution, you could keep your kiddo out. If you need a scholarship for that, help with tuition so that that's not a big financial burden, reach out. We're trying to be as proactive as absolutely possible with kids coming in, with family members that are positive, even though they're not required to quarantine. So that's a big help. We're really working hard with our staff. If they have someone in their immediate family that is being tested, we're trying to keep those staff members out of the center and out of your child's classroom at all possible costs, even though they're not required to be quarantined. So I feel like we've done a really good job dodging a lot of potential quarantine scenarios, and I think it's going to be consistently working hard throughout this winter to try to avoid as much as possible the likelihood of extended quarantines and so forth. So that's the last word. Thanks everybody. I hope you have a marvelous day.